Hello, hello. I have 10 vocabulary words today from chapter 6 of a book called Vocabulary Power 3. That's what I'm basing this little mini lesson on. And the first word is ashore. As in the previous videos I've done with vocabulary, my suggestion to you is for you to practice the pronunciation after I say the word, ashore. Now you can practice that word as well and repeat it to yourself. Also, you can practice the spelling. As I spell the word, you can practice writing the word at home and spelling the word. So here we go. First word, ashore. Ashore. And listen how those two S's and then the U, it almost makes a SH sound. An SH sound. Ashore. Ashore. You hear that? Here we go. Even though the H is not there. There are many examples of when in English we can manipulate the sounds depending on what's coming after. But here we go. Ashore, ashore. A S S U R E. A S S U R E. Ashore. Ashore. Now, one definition for this word is to promise that something is true. Okay? To promise that something is true. To give your word, as we say in English. To give your word that something is true. To assure someone. Imagine someone comes to your house and you ask them to repair the electricity in your house. Or to put a new roof on your house and you ask them for the price. Maybe they tell you it will be $10,000. Okay, it's a lot of money. And you want to know if that is the real price or will it be more expensive? Is it going to be more money? If they assure you it is $10,000, that should be the price. They're giving you their promise. They're giving you their promise. Okay, this next word, compatible. Compatible. C-O-M. P-A-T-I-B-L-E. C-O-M-P-A-T-I-B-L-E. Compatible. Compatible. This is a word that means that two or more things can be put together and they would function well together. They are compatible. We see this word used with computers. So, we have Apple computers and other brands that use like Microsoft instead of the Mac version. So we have Mac and Microsoft. But depending on which computer you're using, depends on what programs are compatible with that. Or maybe a better example, a more relevant, currently a more contemporary, more relevant example could be with your smartphones. If you have a Samsung that is compatible with a specific operating system, an iPhone is compatible with the Mac operating system. Okay? Something like that. I'm not a big computer guy, so and you might know a little more about that than I would, but yeah, I'm not a big on technology, but maybe another example with compatible you could use in relationships. Two people that can share interest, or they share goals and desires, or simply their personalities complement each other. You might say they are compatible. Yeah, these two people can definitely survive together. They can have a good, healthy, safe relationship together. They are compatible. Okay? Not that they are the same. They do not have to be the same in any of those situations, but two things, even if they're different, how they complement each other, and they can function together, they can work together. Even if it's not a perfect fit, in some way they do work together. Okay, core, C-O-R-E, core, core. Now, This word is something that's at the center. Like for an apple, for example. An apple, you have the outside of the apple, and the middle part is the core. Okay? The core. Let's see a little example here. There's an apple, and in the middle you have the core right there, where the seeds are, the middle. Or in the earth, this planet. Sometimes you'll see pictures like this of the planet Earth. Okay, and here in the middle is the core. It's the center of the earth, the core. We can also use this for ideas to talk about the principal idea of something, the main idea. What is the core or essential or fundamental idea? All right? Next word, enhance. E-N-H-A-N-C-E. Enhance. Enhance. This is a word that we use to make something better. Enhance. To make something better. If you learn another language, you enhance your opportunities. You have more opportunities, possibly even better opportunities. Enhance. Inevitable. I-N-E-V-I-T-A-B-L-E. Inevitable. Inevitable. Inevitable is something that you cannot avoid. You cannot, it's something that it's like it will happen. Inevitable. Okay? If you only eat sugar all the time, I think it's inevitable you will get sick. If that's the only thing you're eating. If you never drink water, it's inevitable that you will probably have some health problems. If you study English every day, you will learn English. It's inevitable. You will learn something, even if it's just 1 or 2 or 3, 4 words. You will learn something. It is inevitable. Okay? All right. And this next word, interact. I-N-T-E-R-A-C-T. Interact. Interact. All right. To interact. Inter, this idea between. Inter. Act, action. An action that's between 2 or more people or 2 or more things. To interact. The way that you participate with something else. Interact. Okay? And we can use that word in many situations to talk about the way 2 or more people or 2 or more things participate and do an action together. Interact. Okay. Let's go. We also see that word used a lot as interactive. So, for example, online, there are some videos like these where there will be a little stop and some questions, and you answer the question, and then another stop, some more questions, and you answer those questions. Those are interactive. You're watching something and you're also participating with it. Or in a classroom when you're here, like in my classroom with my students, real life. We're talking, we're making jokes, I'm asking questions, they're answering the questions, they're asking questions, I'm answering their questions. It's interactive. We're participating, we're doing something together. All right? This next word, manual. M-A-N-U-A-L. Manual. Manual. For the Spanish speakers, you might see in here like this word mano. You think what that means? Mano. All right, your hands. Your hand. Mano. Las manos. your hands. So mano, thinking about your hand, and manual, it's that idea, something that you do with your hands. And for the Spanish speakers, that word manual, it's an easy one for you. Same spelling, little different pronunciation, but the same meaning in the two languages. All right. And this next word, proceed. P-R-O-C-E-E-D. Proceed. 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 Now, this word we use for the idea to move forward, to continue with something, or to go to the next step of something, to proceed. Okay? If you're waiting in line, okay, you proceed to the next spot, and the next spot, and the next spot. You're moving forward in that procession, in that progress. You proceed forward to the next space, and the next space, and the next space. Okay? Proceed. It also can be used to talk about to continue. If you proceed to learn English, would be to say if you continue to learn English, you will continue to advance. You will proceed to advance. You will proceed to next levels. You will proceed to new understanding of the language and the cultures that speak this language. Most likely. Okay, I don't want to say that's inevitable, because there are some people who study English for a long time, and depending on their lifestyle, their brain, their personality, the way that they study, maybe not. But yeah, most likely you will reach new levels and greater abilities within the language. Okay, next word, specify. S-P-E-C-I-F-Y. S-P-E-C-I-F-Y. Specify. Specify. You may have heard the word specific. Okay, specific, but specify is to be very clear about something. Be very direct, to specify. Okay. So for example, imagine you ask your friend, hey, what do you want to eat tonight? And you say, oh, how about Italian food? And they say, well, what kind of Italian food? Oh, can you specify what kind of food you want? Oh, okay, lasagna. Okay, can you specify where you want the lasagna from? Can you be more specific? Okay, I would like the lasagna from this Italian place, this address, right down the street from here. Okay, you're being more clear about that idea, more and more specific, to specify. Okay, to specify. And as I said before, if you study even a little English every day, I think it is inevitable that you will learn something, even if it's not everything in the language and huge advancement. But you will definitely learn something. Okay, and if you specify your goals and your targets within the language, for example, I would like to learn 10 words every week, or I would like to learn 10 words every month. That's a goal, and you could accomplish that goal. It's much more likely that you will make those advancements by having a specific goal or multiple specific goals. All right, in my opinion. Next, here we go. Welfare. 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 W-E-L-F-A-R-E. Welfare. Welfare. Okay. Now, we could break down this word, well. Okay. Well, like to be well, to feel good. And then fare, like state of being. The way that you are, your state of being. Welfare, or well-being. Okay. Something like that. But this is one idea here. But in this vocabulary, we're looking at this word in the way it relates to the government and its people. So welfare, when you hear this word used in the United States, a lot of times people are talking about money or benefits that are received from the government as a help for certain specific economic status or things like that. And you need to many times specify what the need is. Why do you need this help? Okay, there could be lots of things like receiving money every month for your children. That's something that's very common in the United States. If you have children, even if you have a good job and all of those things, it's very common to receive a benefit from the government every month, or each year when you do your taxes. It's like a return. It's money that you paid to the government from your job, but they're returning a portion of that to help with finances and things like that of having children. Welfare could also be food that is given to people for free from tax money and things like that, depending on the situation that the person has and their needs and their economic status. Okay, well, those are the words for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video, learned something new, or were able to practice something you already knew. Keep studying and take care.